Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Gemini, we're going to look at you, your friend, and your foe. That's what we're going to do. We've been looking at y'all exclusively, singular peoples, your energies, through the zodiac the last little while. So I figured let's introduce some energies here. Let's get an idea of what's going on. As I've said many times before with this reading, it is my intention that I am calling on 3 different and separate energies, people specifically. But it can sometimes come through that the friend is represented by the energy that would be most beneficial to you if you were activating it and using it, right? Like for your highest good. And then the foe, that's the friend. And then the foe can be the energy that if you are using it or utilizing that energy, it's not for your highest good. Okay. So I do, as I said, my intention is that these are 3 separate energies. You, your friend, your foe. You'll see. And we're just doing tarot this week. No oracle cards. We're keeping it simply tarot, honey. Simply tarot. That's my Aries. I'm like, I should start that. I should do that. I should do it. All right, your energy. Oh, look at you. Ace of Earth. Your energy is the Ace of Earth. Maybe there is something new here you want to get started on. Maybe there is. This is some sort of a new beginning. It's almost like you've come. This feels like somebody who's been walking through the woods. They've been walking on this path, and all of a sudden they come to an opening, a clearing. And this is a symbol of a new beginning. So nice. It's a symbol of some type of a new beginning here for you. Maybe you're starting a new job. Maybe you're getting a new home. Maybe you're, I don't know what you're doing, but it's new. That's your energy. Okay, we're going to look at what your motives are. Motive, I guess. Yeah, what your motive is right now. And what is that motive directed towards? Okay, your motive is to hurt. Someone's like coming out of the cave. I'm going to come out of the cave. I'm going to come out of the cave, and I'm going to walk on the path to the clearing of the new beginning. Your motive is hermit. Maybe, but maybe no. Maybe you want to go in the cave, right? Maybe you want to go in the cave and have some, you're working on something quietly in there. What's your motive directed towards? The devil. The trickster. Oh, okay. This energy is you. Okay, your motive here is to hermit, is to be left alone, is to not, for no one to know what you're doing, what you're up to. You want to keep something secret here. You got a new beginning going on, and you don't want any of this energy knowing about it. I wonder what the trickster is. Keeping it on the down low. You are keeping something on the down low. That's what you were doing, Gemini. You're keeping it on the down low. Your friend. What's your friend's energy? Oh, they got a new beginning too. Ace of Cups. Ace of Water. But there's just emotional. Yours is like a physical thing. Could be healing. Could be a period of a new emotional period for this person. What's their motive? Oh, the call. God is calling. Come up. Walk up. Judgment. Their motive is judgment, is to rise again. You're like, you know what? I'm going to go hide over here because I got a new beginning. I want none of these tricksters knowing. Don't want the devil knowing what I'm doing. But your friend is kind of like, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. What is this motive directed towards? Wow, the seer. Okay, your friend is having like a whole emotional thing going on. They are. It looks like your friend is a very emotionally happy here. Yeah, I would say that. I would say this friend is very happy. This friend is happy. This friend is motivated. They could be like, maybe they feel like they have some type of a calling here that they're meant to do. They're getting a perspective about that. They might be seeing themselves. They're seeing the world. That's the thing too. They're seeing the world differently. They are seeing the world differently. There's a deep healing that has gone on, or the friend is in the process of that. The friend is in the process of feeling really good. And I want to say too, it's like their motive here is to rise up out of the dead and look at the world with different eyes. That's the friend. Right? I don't know, this could be one of those readings where, you know, God is coming through to say, you know, this is the energy that would be really good for you. Because right now you're like, I don't trust anything. I'm going in the cave. I got a new beginning, and I'm not going to let anybody know what is going on here. I'm so thirsty right now. Oh. My son had a cold on the weekend, and I know I'm fighting it. So I know when I get thirsty like that, it's like my body's reserving water to get rid of, start mucusing. That. Okay, your foe. What's going on with your foe? Maybe that's the trickster here, the devil. I'm getting messages I never got with this card before. All right, it's playing out like Walt Disney here. Just hear me out, okay? This is like an animated thing. You're like this, okay, you're a dog. So, well, I don't mean that, you know, well, this is the doggy deck. Here you are. You're the Great Dane, right? But this Great Dane has no collar, has no rope, has no lead. You just living on your own here, looking after yourself, defending yourself. Great Danes are big. You know, there's probably not a lot of predators that are going to go after Great Dane. Let's not get into specifics though, because it's not the healthiest breed. But anyways, so, or maybe it's not. Anyways, it doesn't matter what it is. That's you, right? In the cave there. You have some sense of freedom. You have a sense of, like sovereignty, okay? Now, this dog, this looks wild, doesn't it? It looks like one of those wild African dogs, or a dingo. The dingo ate your baby. That's a terrible story anyways. But it's like one of those. It could be too, because it looks Australian, right? It looks like Aboriginal artwork and stuff. But anyways, maybe, I don't know if dingo is relevant to somebody here. I Aussie friends. I okay. I feel like Canadians and Australians, we share very similar, like we're really quirky and weird in our own way. We're very separate from the rest of the Commonwealth in our own little way, but yet we connect from far off lands. Some of us tried to get away from England and all that shit. And then y'all were sent away from England, and we're like, damn, we kind of ended up in separate crazy places, didn't we? All right, anyways, okay. I hate my Aussie friends and everyone else out there. This dog, this is the thing that's coming through here. It's not a dog. It's a wild dog. This is like, to me, this looks like a wild dog. But look what's around its neck. This dog, there's a pact going on here. There's something on the other side of what this dog is showing that isn't true. Right? It's the trickster. It's the devil card in this tarot. This dog, I need to look at it, because looking at it, I'm channeling it. So this dog, this wild dog was captured. This is the backstory I'm hearing of this, okay? This wild dog was captured. And it wasn't just that dog who was captured. There's something else going on here, like in some way that whoever originally captured this dog holds something else here. Maybe it's puppies. Maybe it's the rest of this dog's pack or something like that. But this dog looks like it got away, right? It looks like it got away, but it didn't. It's made to look like it got away. It's whoever, whatever was holding this dog, let it go on intentionally. Now, I don't know. There's a weird feeling I'm getting in with this. Like, I've never received this message with this card before. And I feel like this, what this dog needs to do is it needs to bring something back. And in doing that, it can get its freedom. It's almost like swapping. It wants to swap with you. This and right? How interesting, because you're a hermit. Your motive here is to hermit. And why? Because I feel like there's some type of karmic energy that something or someone else has here that wants to swap with you. They want you to take the karmic energy. Because in doing that, like if this, it's almost as if, look, it's like this, you had a conversation. It came into your cave here. And it said, hey, You know, you can't stay in this cave indefinitely. I can show you some really good places here where you can get food and you can get water, and it's warmer. There's a warmer place in the cave. I know, look at me. I've been around the block. I've been caught. I've gotten away. My natural place is out here in the wild. But it's like what it's trying to do is lure you to follow it, to go, come with me. And it takes you to wherever, whatever had captured this dog. I don't know if I don't feel like this dog gets free. It never does. It somehow owes something to something or someone else. And in owing something to something or someone else, it's always in this energy is always like trying to manipulate and scheme. Right? And it's curious because you have this Ace of Pentacles. You're in the process of something new, but you are. So let's step back for a second. And let's say that this is something deep inside you that you're looking at. Something deep inside yourself here that you're looking at. Because with Hermit, we're looking like deep inside ourselves. Looking into those darker crevices. And maybe this is a way here how you've negotiated your personal freedom away from yourself at times. And if you have a new beginning here, or maybe you're looking for a new beginning, or you're trying to find one, you're taking the time here to look deep within yourself to figure out, how do I end up negotiating with the devil at times? How do I negotiate aspects of my freedom away? Okay, so there's that. The foe. So let's see the foe. What's the foe's energy? What's the foe's energy? The Queen of Cups. How interesting. The foe's energy is the Queen of Cups. The foe's motives? The High Priestess. What the foe's motives are directed towards. The Three of Wands. Luring. This is a different Three of Wands. It's like there's the choices to walk forward towards your future, towards one's future. It's the foe's energy towards one's future. To choose. Which encampment will the dog go to? The foe is like the display of love. The foe is the display and the showing of love. Its motives are to hide. It is to hide, because the High Priestess does talk about hidden things here. Its motive is to hide or disguise something. And what is it directing it toward? This Three of Wands was very prominent in the last reading. And it was almost like weird. It was weird, like the friend and the foe were trying to hide some sort of truth about Taurus's future. I mean, and there's the Three of Wands again. The foe is hiding something about an expectation in the future. Fuck me. Is it connected to this trickster? It's almost like the foe is showing up as someone who says, I love you so much. I love you. Like, because it's the Queen of Cups. It's this energy of expressing feelings, but there's a hidden motive. There's literally a hidden motive. The foe has a hidden motive, and it's directed towards some type of expectation in the future. The friend is not expressing anything. They're just feeling good. The friend's energy is feeling good. rising up to whatever God asks of you that day. Looking at life with a new set of eyes, a new sort of spiritual, elevated perspective. This is a reading that could definitely be like 3 individuals, or the energy that is in your best, your highest good, and the energy that is not. It's kind of like your energy, I want to say too, is maybe wanting some type of a new beginning. We'll see what that Ace of Pentacles is. Your motive is to keep to yourself. Keep to yourself and look within. And it's directed towards the devil. Let's get the teeny tiny tarot. The 4 of Cups. The 4 of Seas at the bottom. Oh yeah, it was cats. I'm getting confused because we do the cats in the extended. So not impressed with the things around you. It's kind of funny though, right? It's almost like this little water bowl here. Not too impressed. But what's going on back here? Jeez Louise. But not even noticing. Not even noticing. Not even noticing. Okay. Oh. Sorry, there was cards. We're having a trouble here. We're having a trouble. Okay. Jeez. All right. The Ace of Earth. The Queen of Cups, the 5 of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. Oh, there's something going on. There's something going on here. Because, okay, I'm going to let's just go over to the foe. I really want to see what's going on with this foe. We'll get to you in a second and everyone else. The foe is the Queen of Cups. The Ace of Cups. The Knight of Swords. The Sun. The Moon. Okay, I'm going to say something in a minute. Okay, the High Priestess is the motive for the foe. The High Priestess is the motive. The Empress, the 10 of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. And the 3 of Wands. There's the fucking devil. There's the devil. The devil, the 6 of Swords, and the King of Swords. Oh my gosh. I know this is connected to something that's going on over here. That's why I wanted to see this foe first. As soon as I saw that Queen of Cups, I thought, oh, that's the energy of the foe. Okay. The foe's, what's going on here with this foe? The foe is a lure. And even as I'm saying that, this is its energy on the table. So I gotta, this is how it sits on the table. Do you see how it's looking towards you? It's looking towards you. The foe is some type of a lure here. And it lures under the guise of love. But I don't know that it's not love. I mean, it's the Ace of Cups too. Maybe this is someone you shouldn't love. I don't know. Because it's not like, that doesn't look like a lie. The Queen of Cups, the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the Sun and the Moon. It doesn't look like a lie. But yet, the foe's motives it's to destroy someone's concept of themselves. Fuck me. This is really... It could have something to do with elevating like sort of a divine feminine energy to a more spiritual level. Because the Empress and the High Priestess to me are both the symbol of divine feminine, where the Emperor and the Hierophant are also, to me, symbols of divine feminine. But the Emperor and the Empress are in the more physical capacity of this. And the High Priestess and the High Priest or the Hierophant are the spiritual aspect of this. The spiritual aspect, to me, takes a higher precedent than the physical, because the physical is a temporary. Because then this is like some sort of long-term plan here. Is this building somebody up into, I don't know, like a higher spiritual form? Which is interesting. If we go to your friend, the energy, I want to almost say that this friend energy is the energy that is for your highest good, because this is ascending to a higher spiritual form. This is not necessarily sharing love, but this is being love and looking at the world through those eyes. So that's the motive of the foe here, which is like, it is destroying, it is, yeah, destroying. It's like the end of the Empress, but there's a long-term plan here. And it's like, it should change. It's to, I feel like it is to identify the devil. Because when you go to the devil, to the Six of Swords and the King of Swords, it's like God is trying to show the truth. But that's the foe. There could, I don't know, there could even be somebody who's trying to lure you in love. And this is not good. It's not good. So I don't know if that's just not the right time. Okay, so your Ace of Pentacles, see, it's the lack of love. This Ace of Pentacles is almost like, yes, like in some way it is looking for love. And it doesn't have to be romantic. It doesn't have to be, it could be a friend. It could be somebody that you really feel connected with. But, right, we go into the Five of Pentacles, so it's not there. There's no love there. And the Knight of Wands is like adventure. Going on an adventure. Seeking things out. But I feel like it's very philosophical. That's the other thing that's been this week, where the energies have been very dualistic, which is, you know, like I'll get the Four of Pentacles and we'll clarify it with the Eight of Wands. And then we'll get, I don't know. It's just like, it just feels like that. Like the complete opposite has been going on. It's a weird energy. I think we're going into a really weird period astrologically. I was just watching Christopher Renstrom. If you don't watch him, I love him. And he was talking about October. Oh my God. Some of these energies are crazy. Because this is, so, okay, maybe this is what you're, like, I'm just going to stay in the cave, Cindy. So your motive is the Hermit. Oh, but look. You got the World, the Fool, the Star, and the Seven of Swords. This looks like what? No, I think this is wanting to end a Hermit. This is wanting to end a, this is like no more Hermit energy. Fresh, look at how Aquarian we have there. I don't know if Aquarius might be resonating with you, that reading. I don't remember what it was at this point. But, yeah, strong Aquarius energy there. Activating, maybe activating the North Node, coming out of some type of isolation, activating the North Node. But doing it in a very sneaky way. I don't know. It could be trying to draw out a blessing. This Hermit could even be something that is trying to like draw out some type of a blessing. I don't know why, but I feel like there's something going on here where either, like, if you are being very expressive with love, right? I don't want to tell, the world needs more love. We're going to say that. But, right, the friend's energy is like, this is just be love. Just be love. Be healed. You don't have to heal anyone. Be careful of anyone who's trying to heal you. It's sort of like the impression that I get from the foe. So, the trickster, that's what this is directed towards. The Ten of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. Wow. It's almost like childish behavior, or the weight and responsibility of childish behavior. Okay. I don't know. I feel like this is a weird time for you. When I say that, I don't know. I feel like there's some weird energy, like negotiating around you. Do you see how it's almost like, there it is, there's the trickster, there's the devil. And it feels almost like this young individual here who is not too experienced in the world, is just sort of walking forward and doesn't really know all of the dangers and, you know, pitfalls that one can come across. And it's, I want to say, it's almost like, it's almost like their parent. It's almost like saying, hey, my parent has a lot of responsibility here. There's a lot of weight. There's a lot going on here. Or this could even be, if this is like almost like your own inner child, and it is negotiating some sort of weight of life that you find yourself in. And it is making some type of an offer to this trickster. I tell you right now, it's not gonna, that energy is not going to win. I mean, this literally feels like a lamb walking into the slaughter. Like naive, inexperienced, and unprepared. Maybe that's okay, but I feel like you're trying to change a cycle for yourself here in a way that is not beneficial to you. Yeah, I feel like you're trying to change a cycle here in a way that is not beneficial to you. So the friend is the Ace of Cups. The Hierophant, the Ace of Swords, and the Hanged Man. Now, isn't that interesting how I had talked about the High Priestess and the Hierophant are sort of like the divine feminine masculine energies, but it's more on a spiritual level here. And there it is. So this friend energy has two aces. It has the Ace of Healing and the Ace of Knowing, of Knowledge. The Ace of Healing and the Ace of Knowledge. And with that comes great responsibility and perspective. That's the friend's energy. And the motive is the call, judgment. The Justice card came out. The Three of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. It is a change of attitude. The call. Now, I'm going to say something. Some of you might actually get a call. I don't know. You might actually get a phone call. It's definitely worth pursuing something with that. This is definitely coming out of a Four of Cups. I don't know if maybe that's what this is talking about. Maybe some of you feel kind of trapped in a Four of Cups in terms of not the best things have been unfolding for you lately, or you don't really like the options that you're seeing around yourself, because it's turning it into the 10. the Seer, which is the Hanged Man, which is here twice for the friend, too. The Two of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. It's looking at something differently. The friend is doing that. Okay, because the motive here, I don't know what this is around. It's funny, though, that I say that, because I have at least one Gemini friend that is going through a really weird period right now. And it's definitely one of those where people you thought were your friend kind of end up being hidden enemies. And then things, I don't know. It's just really some weird shit right now. And there's a weird energy in this reading, like to be very careful who you're negotiating with and how prepared you think you are in whatever. Like, this feels like a negotiation. This feels like some sort of a negotiation going on here. But I'm telling you right now, the Page of Pentacles walking towards the Devil. If you know the tarot, you know right well that this is a very small court card in the minor arcana. And then this is a major arcana of the Devil. And it does represent Capricorn. Capricorn will challenge us. Will challenge us. Will teach us really big lessons. This is like walking forward, thinking that you can offer something very small in exchange for some sort of weight here. And you can't. That brings me to the friend's energy, because with the Seer, like, and what funny, it's called the Seer, this Hanged Man. And what is this person doing? But they are seeing. They're looking over the threshold, over the wall here. And I could put the 10, like almost looking over there and looking, because then the 10 of Pentacles is everything Capricorn has built. Everything the Devil has built. I really feel like this energy is talking about Gemini not to push anything right now. You shouldn't be pushing anything. And if you're negotiating with something pretty big, and I don't know what that could be, but it could be a corporation. It could be an institution. I don't know. You need to be really careful. And if somebody is trying, okay, here's the other thing. If you're involved in something here that has to do with pentacles, and it has to do with personal security and abundance and things like that, and there's somebody here who's trying to show a lot of love and trying to change expectations, or no, because this the trickster is the trickster. What is this card? There's a card face up. Oh my God, it's the Judgment card. What's the last thing that we shuffled? I don't remember. Wasn't it the Seer? The Judgment, which is the call. Judgment, that's the motive. It's to really see something and rise up. Here's the other thing, like if you find yourself in bed with the Devil, like in some sort of negotiation that you have made with the Devil, you cannot renegotiate with the Devil for something that is better for you long term. It might seem better short term, but it'll get bad. Probably worse in the long term. Because I just feel this card is so animated. It's almost like he's looking at the Page of Pentacles and the 10 of Wands saying, yeah, kid, I'll take that burden off of you. Sure. I'll take that. I'll take that responsibility. Yeah, sure. That little coin that you have. Yeah, no problem. Just remember, I might ask you for a favor one day. I'll ask you for a favor. That's cool? Okay. That's cool. But it feels like the favor is, like, if you thought this was heavy, what this is, if you thought this was heavy, imagine carrying 2 of them. Because you can't trust the devil. And I'm right, like you are in Hermit, but the cards that come out look like you're trying to do something while you're in that Hermit mode. You're trying to do something with an energy that you can't do anything to. Because it's all major arcana. Your Hermit energy is major arcana. The World is, the Fool is, the Star is. All right, and in the approach of the 7 of Swords, you can't. It's kind of like a set energy. And the Minor is what we can try to do. But in this case, I don't know. I don't know. The Tower, the Queen of Wands, and the 5 of Wands. That's off. That's almost like when there's chaos, somebody jumps in here and wants to get into the fight. Might even be putting one's own personal needs ahead of something here that shouldn't be put ahead of anything. I don't know. This is a very intriguing energy. It doesn't sit like a solid like the other ones that I've done so far this week, where I feel like I felt pretty definite that a lot of those were individuals. I'm not so sure about this one in your reading. I think these could be displayed in for your highest good and not for your highest good. So having said that, I am going to go do the extended. In the extended, I'm going to ask, what is the unexpected coming towards you? What is the unexpected coming towards the friend? And what is the unexpected coming towards the foe? There's 2 options in the description if you'd like to follow me there. Thank you so much, Geminis. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.